You know what? Excellence is what you want, and excellence is what you get. How are you living? What are you giving? If excellence is what you see, then excellent is who you be. What are you pursuing? It's all up to you. And when you come and
Hello, beloved. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Dr. Catherine E. James here, bringing you For the Love of It, a weekly show designed with one purpose in mind, adding more love into the world, one episode at a time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing your time with me. Whether you are watching live or you're watching the replay on the YouTube channel, the WHPR TV YouTube channel on demand, I appreciate you for watching. And I absolutely, absolutely love engagement. So you will see the numbers appear at the bottom. Feel free to call in to any of those numbers that appear at the bottom. And just in case you're listening and not watching, it's 313-868-4336, 313-868-0351, and 313-868-0342. I am here for the next 27 minutes or so, and I would love to have you to call. Call in early so we can make sure to get your call in. For the love of it, we'll take on many forms. We just don't ever know what Papa has in store for us, now do we? We know that whatever it is coming from a place of love. Everything, though, everything will be anchored in Luke 10:27. Love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, mind, soul, and strength, and thy neighbor as thyself. That as thyself, loving you first, filling your cup first, making sure that you're first in line so that you fill it to the place of overflow. Not just a little bit. We don't serve from the dregs of the cup. We learn to live and serve from a place of overflow. So it is my life's intent that every soul would know love and know that they are loved. That's my life's intention. For every soul to know love, love with a capital L, and know that they are loved. So every conversation we facilitate, beloved, all the tools and strategies we share, the guests we have on the show, and the actions we take will invite you to take all of that which is intended, implied in Luke 10:27, that you will live the assumption of loving yourself well in order to have sufficiency, enough, and overflow to love on others. And so it's important that we understand life is the moments we are living right now. So this is our 14th episode, and I am super duper excited. 14th live episode. We've had more than that, but they've been replays. So as you know, when I'm not here, we do a replay, and I'm super excited about that. Just the whole way of living, of showing up in life. So today I'm going to be talking about this notion of life and how we live life. And are we taking life, the bull by the horns, or are we just allowing, life to do what it does for us? Are we intentional about what we do with this life of ours? Life is the moment that we are living right now. All too often, beloved, we find ourselves living in the past, whether it was past glory or past challenges. We find ourselves living in the past. That doesn't serve us. Or we find ourselves anxious about the future. That doesn't serve us. It doesn't help us. Either way, whether we're future or past, we are robbing ourselves of now. The roses that are now, the beautiful sky that is now, the breeze on our face and our shoulders that is now. Life is the moment we are living right now. It's the only moment that we have any ability to master. What are we doing with our moments? That's my question for you, is what are we doing with our moments? What are we doing with our moments? Eminem says, if I had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, would you capture it or let it slip? Would you capture it? If you had one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted, beloved, would you go after that shot? Would you capture it? Or would you let it slip by? Hamilton says, I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. Not throwing away my shot. Beloved, I am not throwing away my shot. How about you? Now, every time we come on, I am challenging you to live as your highest, truest, and fullest version of yourself. It is my goal that when we have this 28, 30 minutes together, that we are both better. We're both closer to a truer version, a higher version, a fuller version, that all of us are, that we are spreading so much more love in the world, that folk are wondering what's happening, what is this change in atmosphere, that we have this love that has been added in our environment, in our lives, in our situations. When we live from a place that we understand that life is the moment we're living right now. Right now. We're not stuck in the past. If that happened, okay. Or if it didn't happen, okay. If it was wonderful and glorious or if it was torturous, okay. Not minimizing it, but beloved, if we stay there, we forfeit what we have right now. So whatever you need to do, celebrate it and release it, or mourn it and release it. Go get therapy, talk to someone, share it, whatever it might be to help you to move so that you're not stuck. Life is way too grand and too precious to get stuck. Eminem goes on to say, you better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss a chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. That's as close as I get to rap it. But it's when I heard that, it just really resonated with me. You better lose yourself in the music the moment. The music is your life. To your life in this moment. And never let it go. Don't give up on it. Don't waste time. Don't hesitate. Right? You only get one shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. We only get one shot, beloved. One round around the sun. Right? One round around the sun. The earth, the sun. I don't remember how that saying goes. But we get one time around the sun, if you will. One time on this side of heaven. Are you making the most of your round? I'm just saying, this is a self-assessment. On a scale of 1 to 10, are you making the most of your round? 10 meaning I'm doing everything. I'm turning over every stone. I'm going through every door. I'm looking for every opportunity. And where opportunity don't exist, I'm making an opportunity. Are you making the most of your round? First question. Score yourself 1 to 10. 1, nope, not really, barely even doing anything. I'm just letting life do me. Okay? No judgment, but awareness. Awareness is key. Awareness. Are you doing what you want to do? Now, there are times that we have to do what we have to do to be responsible, to take care of the bottom line, to care for our family and all of our obligations. But in the middle of that, or along with that, are you doing what you want to do? Do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. Right? Do what you have to do. I worked my job for 36 years. Wayne County Community College District for 36 years. I am grateful for every year that I had. But at year 30, Papa was like, Papa is who I call God. Papa was like, oh, I'm going to need you to leave. Straight up. He said, I'm going to need you to leave. And I was like, who? Me? I'm not leaving my good government paying job. I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm getting when. I know how. I love the folk I work with. There were some issues, but there's issues everywhere. But my crew was my crew. I loved what I did. I served students, nursing students the last 6 years. It was an amazing, and it was walking distance to my home. I mean, the last 6 years, you can't, right? But at year 30, Papa was like, I'm going to need you to leave. So he gave me ample time to get used to the idea. And then he told me 2 things. And as you leave, I'm going to need you to start breaking rules and taking risks. Who? Me? Break rules and take risks? No. I like to know what I'm getting into. I like to know where I'm going. I like to know who's a part of it. I like to know how it's going to end. That's a real limited life I was living. Now, I had a lot of things going for me. A lot of things were wonderful and so on and so forth. But I would have never found myself here if I was still living the life where I didn't take risk and break rules. I would have never found myself here. So here we are. From, following Papa's from taking my shot. This is a part of taking my shot. So are you doing what you want to do? Are you taking risk? Are you taking risk? Because if we don't, we can't pass through some of the limitations. Some of the most magnificent things that we have available to us is because some brave soul took a risk. Call in. Be sure to call in. The numbers are below on your screen. Last week, maybe because we had Miss Sherry Jemison on, we had 5 callers, and that was wonderful. I am looking for a caller to call in today. Or are you playing it safe? I did play it safe. I like knowing, and it came from my childhood stuff. We moved a lot, and it felt a little chaotic at times. And so I like knowing where I was, when I was, who I was with, right? But that was limiting. Don't let your childhood reality limit your adult ability, your adult experience. Now, you might need to get some therapy. I'm a 20-year therapist. Right? And I do therapy for myself, right? I get therapy. So sometimes we just need to talk to somebody, read the Bible, go to prayer, all of it, whatever, all of it, meditation, visualization, all of it. Use all the tools, whatever will give you the most freedom. That's life-giving. Use the tools. We have what we have and no one knows. Oh, we have what we have and no one knows how much there is. So basically, we have how much time we have. We have the time where we have, and no one knows how much time that is. So I'm inviting you to get about the business of living as the highest, truest, and fullest version of yourself. India Ari says, what you waiting for? What you waiting for? No, what you waiting on, who you waiting for? If you don't take a chance, you never know what's in store. Just do you. So is there somewhere you always wanted to go? Then go. Is there something you badly wanted to do? Go do it, beloved. Is there an experience you desire to have? Have it. Is there a relationship you need to mend? Mend it. Someone somewhere said, I thought there would be more time. That's a sobering thought, consideration. Let's not run out of time for doing the thing that we want to do. The time is now, because in truth, now is the only guarantee. Beloved, whatever it is, there isn't time to second guess yourself. Whatever you want to do, go on about. You might not have all the answers. Get the answers while you're in motion. Get them in motion. You might not have the answers. Start the business now. Have the conversation now. Call your loved one now. Don't wait for someone else to start the dance. You start the dance. Heck, don't even wait for the music. Dance without music. You got music in your soul. Beloved, time is too precious to wait to do what your soul is calling you to do now. So move now, be now, show up now without apologies. Unless you need to apologize because you're rude and stuff like that. What feels right in the moment? What feels right in your moment? Does it honor you? Does it honor the beloved? Then go for it. It might seem odd and awkward, and people might not understand why you're doing what you're doing, right? But go for it. Ooh, we got a caller on the line. Caller, you're on the line.
Hello, this is Devere Robinson. How are you?
Hey, Devere L. I'm well. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Listen, I have a question.
Yes.
You were talking about the courage, and I was just thinking about what do you say to a person who's older now? Let's see, their retirement age. They're retired.
Yeah.
And they feel like everything they wanted to do, they've lost that moment.
Yeah.
How do you tell them to get that moment back?
Yeah. So what I ask them is, what is the feeling they would have if they had did that thing? What would be the feeling?
Okay. What is the feeling? Okay. And it doesn't, let's say you're 70 years old and you always wanted to, take a trip to Greece.
And so what do you think you would feel like if you were in Greece?
Alive, free, adventurous.
Yeah. Alive, free, and what else?
Adventurous.
Can you feel that now where you are?
It depends on where I'm going.
But is that available to you? Is Alive available to you now? Is Free
Yes,
available to you now? Is
yes,
Adventure available to you now?
yes.
See, everything we want in life, Devera, we want it for the feeling of having it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It does. It really does.
Right,
Yeah.
because if it's not the basic, like Maslow's bottom, where we're talking about safety and nourishment, if it's not those we need physiologically, but if it's not that,
Mm.
everything else we want, the degrees, the houses, the bigger houses, not the house we just need to live in, but those things that we, the jewels that I got on, everything that we want for the feeling of having it.
Oh, okay. So
Do,
it's about the
it's
feeling of
about
having it.
see, you feel
Okay.
adventurous, you can get that now. Now, still go
Mhm.
after it. I'm not saying don't
Mhm.
go after it, but I'm saying when we understand that everything we want, we really want it for the feeling of having it. That's why oftentimes
Mm.
we'll want something so bad, we'll get it, we'll get the feeling, then we'll be like, okay, right?
Wow.
Do
Okay.
you see that?
Okay. That's
Yeah.
making a. It's kind of like wanting that chocolate chip cookie, and you went you kept going for it, and finally ate it, and go, oh,
Yep.
okay, I'm
Right?
done. I'm done.
Exactly. Exactly. You
Yeah.
got it. You're done. And so what I say for people is like oftentimes we get caught in the loop, or I can't be happy because, and I can't do this because, or I can't be. No, no, no. Enjoy the journey. Pursue it. Go after it. Because it's never about getting to the journey. It's about who we become on the pursuit, who we become in pursuit of the thing. So even if we never make it to wherever the thing is, the seeking of becoming it, the looking at the brochures, the imagining ourselves there, the talking about we benefit in the presence just by the process.
Wow. Thank you, Dr. James.
Thank
Thank you
you for
so
the
much.
excellent question.
All right. Okay.
Thank you
Bye
for
bye.
calling.
Okay.
All right. Bye bye. Excellent question. I love that question from Devera. So the time is now. Start your business now. Have the conversation now. Call your loved one now. Don't wait for someone else to start the dance. What we talked about, you can start it. Whatever feels right. Have you ever sat on the sidelines, beloved, wanting to but didn't? Nothing stopped you but the story that you told yourself. If you want to, tell yourself a different story. You didn't dance because at some point somebody told you couldn't. You agreed and so you don't. You agree and so you don't. Don't agree. Go on and take that power back. Did you know that all dances are made up anyway? Make up yours. You don't sing in public because someone said you don't sound good. Music is made up. Chords we're deciding on. Make your own chords. You don't sport the style. You don't wear the kind of clothes you want to wear because it's out of style and nobody's wearing those right now. They are not in style. Style comes and goes, but you are here right now. Just do you, India Ari said. I heard a voice that told me I'm essential, how all my fears were limiting my potential. Said it's time to step into the light and use every bit of the power I have inside. And what you waiting for? Who you waiting on? If you don't take a chance, you never know what's in store. Just do you. Somebody's got to be a star. I'm just saying, beloved, 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 life is not forever. Life is the moment we are living right now. Don't sit on the sideline. Don't let your ego tell you, well, they're going to laugh at me, Carrie, right? Don't let someone, just because someone else say, oh, she can't dance, oh, I'm moving to the beat of my own drum, to my own rhythm. If the music starts, I'm on the floor. Whether I'm on the floor by myself or not, I am on the floor. Again, Eminem said, if you had one shot, one opportunity to seize every moment you ever wanted, would you capture it or would you let it slip? Would you capture it or let it slip? Lee Ann Womack said, I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance. Hope you never feel those mountains in the distance. Never settle for the path of least resistance. Living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some hell-bent heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And when you get a chance, a choice to sit it out, or dance, I hope you dance, right? I hope you're dance. When you get a chance to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. And Dr. Catherine E. James, oh, that's me. Yours truly. She said, dance no matter who's watching. Dance in spite of not knowing how to find how to do the defined steps that somebody said. Dance like your sons and daughters, nieces and nephews are watching you for the example of how to be free to do them themselves. Dance like your life depends on it, and dance like it's your last dance. Life is meant to be vibrant, deeply felt, a growing mosaic of long, meaningful moments. Ours is to be a ferocious passion for life. Ferocious passion for life. Are you in action towards your life's dreams? What's stopping you? Are you in action towards your life's dream? What's stopping you? Have you talked yourself out of something that you wanted to do because of what others might think? Because of the concern of failing, which is about what others might think. Because of the fear of what the unknown, which is your ego, your brain. Did you know your brain is designed to keep you safe? And therefore, the brain is a wonderful organ, but it also will sabotage us. It will sabotage us because it's designed to say, danger, 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 Will Robinson. Danger, danger, danger. Anything that's not normal, that's not a part of our normal day-to-day, our brain is going to say, we don't want to do that. Don't try that. Don't go down that street you've never gone before. You've got to press past that because the brain is doing its job, but the mind says there's more. The mind says that Papa has designed me to do everything and anything that is in my purpose. I'm leaving no stone unturned. I'm going for everything that I've been created to do. I feel like a pom-pom moment is on here. Everything that's for me to do is going to be done. Regardless to what others might think, I need you to dance. I need you to get out on the floor, even if you got to dance by yourself, even if you got to start your own music. I played it safe for a really long time. I was comfortable with knowing, actually, I needed to know. I talked about that already because of my childhood. So because of that, my life was really predictable. And there's some really benefits I got from that. What? My husband that I started dating at 15, we just celebrated our 40th year wedding anniversary pom-pom moment. I'm only 60 years old. 40 years. So 2/3 of my life I've been a married woman. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. And I like him. He's my friend. I like him. At my job, I retired in 2019. 36 years. I like longevity, right? My church, I was the first member. 33 years. We're going to celebrate our 34th this year. Friends, I still have friends from elementary school. It's a wonderful life. I love it. I love this life of mine. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. India Ari said, not India Ari. It's y'all don't know her. I can't. It's fine. I can't think of her name. Can't let this thing called love get away from you. Feel free right now. Go do what you want to do. Can't let nobody take it away from me. And from we. No time for moping around. Are you kidding? And no time for negative vibes because I'm winning. Fine, right? We have to take responsibility for the space that we hold and for the breath that we get to breathe. I'm just saying, live your life. It's yours. You're the only one who can do you. Nobody can do you like you do you. You have this breath that you're breathing. You have this opportunity to show up, and nobody can do it the way that you do it. I'm calling you out. If you're sitting on the sidelines, get in the game. So what if you've been knocked down? Get back up. So what if they said they don't want you on your team? Make your own team. So what if you just don't know where to go? Just start going and figure it out and make the adjustments as you go. Look, I need you to love yourself so well that you can walk in the room and know that you're added value no matter what, that you are doing you. There's not another one of you in the entire universe. What is our self-love mantra? I am an irreplaceable, unrepeatable, remarkable miracle with my own special brand of brilliance. Okay? You should know it by now. I am an irreplaceable, unrepeatable, remarkable miracle with my own special brand of brilliance. One more time. I am an irreplaceable, impossible to replace. You are. Unrepeatable, not able to be done again, beloved. Remarkable. You are uncommon and extraordinary. There's not another one of you in the entire universe, and you're a miracle. Pause. A surprising and welcomed event. You are a surprising and welcomed event. I'm a miracle. Miracle. And We all have a part to play. There are no solo acts, and none of us get where we are by ourselves. I'm on this show because many of you are sponsors and supporters. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for sponsoring and supporting. This exists not just because of me. God gives me the insight and the conversation, the content, but your support, your monthly support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I want to take this time and thank you and recognize you again for your support. Every show that I'm privileged to host, you will be invited to be in action in two ways. Towards your life's goal, don't sit on the sidelines, walk it out. Be scared and do it anyway. And then help me add more love into the world. Go to my webpage, drkatherineejames.com, click on More Love, Please, and join the movement. What commitment do you need to make? Go on and say it out loud and make that commitment to you, make it to me. The more that we love each other, the better the world is. Here is your moment to lean into your dream and lean into your opportunity. Be in action. 34% is you'll just be inspired. It takes 99% to anyway, I'm gonna skip that because I'm going too fast. I'm gonna go to where I want to go. So go to self-love and show me what you're doing. Self-love at drkatherinejames.com. Again, my intention is that every soul will know love and know that they are loved. Now let me slow down a little bit while I do my closing here, because sometimes I be speeding on my little Martin Luther King here. Make sure you get the book, Freedom is Your Birthright, or the seminal work, the original work, Self-Love, A Gift You Give Yourself. Thank you. Freedom is Our Birthright. Make sure you get that book, and Self-Love. And that's my story about scarcity. So here we go. Join me on all my social medias, drkatherinejames.com. You can find me there. And also here every Friday from 11:30 to noon. Of course, remember the conversations, tools, and strategies offered on this show is not intended as a substitute for official mental health practice. If you are in need of service, beloved, be sure to seek out mental health professionals. Dr. Martin Luther King said, everybody can be great because everybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb agree to serve. You don't have to know about Plato and Aristotle to serve. You don't have to know Einstein's theory of relativity to serve. You don't have to know the second theory of thermodynamics in physics to serve. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love. You, beloved, can be that servant. This has been Dr. Catherine E. James serving you for the love of it at WHPR TV Detroit. I love you. Thank you for being with me today.
You know what? Excellence is what you want, and excellence is what you get.